pictures tell the story. What a wonderful feeling for the Lightning and just the depths of despair for the Kings. 2-0 the final, and the series over in 5. Let's hear from Ross Colton after the win. Congratulations to the Tampa Bay Lightning. Yes, they're the reigning Cup champs, President's Trophy. This is now 5 times in the last 7 years, guys, that they've gone Eastern Conference Final, which this year is a little different. Let's say Conference Final or deeper. Yeah. This is sustained excellence. How have they done it?
Starts at the ownership level. The commitment from their owner, Jeff Vinik, and then the management team, their scouting, pro and amateur. You look at all the players that they developed in their group. Ross Colton being another example. Vasilevsky being one of the many examples. There's so many different examples on the amateur side, so the amateur scouts deserve a lot of credit. What they've done at the American League level, too. And then, of course, identifying different pieces that can come in and help. That's where your pro scouts come in. Leave no stone unturned. And, hey, here's the best part of it, Rupper, I'll kick it to you. You know, a lot of times we have the non-expert experts / non-experts that think they're experts that are saying, well, it's a Southern team. It's a non-traditional hockey market.
It's a championship team.
It's a championship team.
That's what it is.
They've been to 3 Stanley Cups in their history. They've won 2. They're the defending Cup champs. You said 5 conference final in the last 7 years. Yep. That's pretty good, eh, Rupper? What do you think?
Yeah, no, and when you think back of the modern-day dynasties of the Chicago Blackhawks, Pittsburgh Penguins, we put the Los Angeles Kings in there. Yep. This team has had more sustainability. You could argue all 3 than all 3 of those teams. And I know winning measures everything, right?
I know you're gonna
it's
say
about
that.
winning the championships. I get it. But you're talking about a team that's built since the Stanley Cup Finals in 2015. This team has been a Cup favorite every year.
Yeah.
And now this is 21, and they're back here again in the conference finals. Man, this is built the right way, and guess what? They ain't going anywhere in the next coming years either.
Exactly.
They're this team. They're here to stay.
And MVP. So you have Kucherov, Stammer with the 60-goal season. You have Kucherov. So Stammer won the Art Ross. Then you got, or the Rocket, excuse me. Then you have Kucherov, who won everything.
He's leading the playoffs.
And leading the playoffs
scoring.
now after not playing all year.
The whole year.
The entire season.
Incredible.
Then you have Vasilevsky, who won the Vezina, who's the best goalie on the planet. And then you have Victor Hedman, who won the Norris as well. So, and what I like about their team, too, is the support pieces that they have. Like somebody like Chernak, another one of their players that they draft, develop. Big, powerful defenseman, doesn't get all the hype, but certainly a very steady, physical, intimidating presence. So their support pieces are really good as well.
I loved a particular sequence in this game because it gives us a chance to listen to both of you break it down. At one end of the rink, Vasi has to stop a shorty, and it's magical. At the other end of the rink, Braden Point scores the first goal of the game, and it's sorcery. Take it away.
All right, so here's Jordan Staal with this, and he gets it over. Watch this save by Vasilevsky. But not only this, he doesn't even make any attempt to freeze it. Why? He saw his players coming in there. So he's like, I don't want to kill momentum.
He caught 2 Carolina guys.
Exactly.
2 guys on the 2-on-1, he catches them.
No!
Easy to get that pass across the Braden Point, but silky smooth. I mean, what are you going to do there, Weeksy, as a goaltender? I mean, Braden Point, when he's got that time and that space with those hands, I mean, what a goal. And but it starts at the one end, like you're saying. It's a heads-up play by a goaltender who is the greatest goaltender in the world and has been for a few years now.
No question. No question.
We all watch the game. We don't all see what they see. I saw the play probably 7 times to get ready for the show. I didn't know until you pointed it out that it wasn't just a ricochet, that he intentionally let the puck kind of scoot out that way so that play could continue.
See, here's the biggest part about that, right? So if you look at a goalie like Vasilevsky, people look at it and they see and they give credit for making the saves. But what people don't give goalies credit for, he's calculating and reading the 2-on-1, but he's also reading the fact that they're going to have 2 canes beneath the goal line.
Incredible.
So leave that puck for your teammate and allow the puck with your teammate to come out and transition. Just brilliant, intelligent, very intelligent by him.
And I think that the knee-jerk reaction, I'm always joke with you about it. You obviously being the head of the goalie union, and I sit there, just stop the puck. Come on, just stop the puck. Just stop the puck. There's so much more that goes into it. These goaltenders, they've got to call out. They got to be the eyes and the ears of their defensemen coming back. And if you don't know, you come back on a puck in your defensive zone and have Tom Wilson barreling in on you. You want the eyes in the assessing of the situation by your goaltender to tell you what's coming. And between that, managing the game, getting whistles at certain times, having plays like that to notify of coverage in the zone. I mean, the greatest goaltenders, it goes well beyond stopping the puck. Stopping the puck, none of these guys would be here if they couldn't stop the puck. What separates them now is game management. You saw Andrei Vasilevsky do it really well right there.
Braden Point has 7 goals to open games since the start of last year's Stanley Cup playoffs. It's a remarkable stat. We always hear start on time. The next highest player has 3. What does it tell you that Braden Point, look at Ruslan Fedotenko.
Yes.
He's in Rupper's fraternity.
Rosie Fedotenko. Yes.
Scorer of a cup
Absolutely.
clincher.
Cup clincher. You got it.
So, and you see there, series clinching games. If there's a clutch gene, Braden Point has it. What about this guy who got drafted 79th?
Yeah.
What did people miss that we're now seeing?
I'll tell you what. I'll give Tampa a lot of credit. Goes back to what I was saying about their scouting and the commitment of the resources. Their owner provided the resources for not only at that time their GM, Steve Eisman at that time, but also for their scouts and a skating coach. A lot of people don't recognize, as great as he skates now, he didn't always skate that well. And they provided that skating coach to go up to Western Canada. This is Tampa Bay, Florida, to go up to Western Canada in the WHL and assign the skating coach to work with them there. So that's when you talk about the little commitment that different organizations put in place that can be the differentiators between them and other teams.
Pays off.
It pays off. How about that for an investment in terms of the resources to help your players?
There's so many things that have to line up for a player to come through and develop like Braden Point has. And I think also playing behind to some degree. I mean, I don't know if you could say playing behind those guys now because he might be the headliner on this team. But with Kucherov, Stamkos, this type of talent, it gives those young players, it shelters them, allows them to feel their skills. They're not being the one pursued every night. It's Stammer, it's Kucherov, and that allowed Braden Point to now all of a sudden he's rise to the occasion, and it's, we can't let that guy scoot. We got to be on 21 now. So it's a credit to all those things you mentioned, and first and foremost, locating a player. 79th?
79th.
79th. What's he? You know, I don't have the 2014 draft in front of me, but he's got to be top 3 in that draft if we were to evaluate them all now. Sure. So what a grab there by Tampa.
There was an amazing thing that happened at that World Juniors. Robbie Fabry got hurt. He was the extra forward. So they put him on a line with a guy named Connor McDavid. And the rest is history. Amazing the way things work. By the way, he had hip surgery, Braden Point.
Yeah.
Hip surgery. In order to be as good at my job as he is at his job, I'll have that hip surgery.